Hey, what is going on, everyone? Scartifist here, bringing you all another episode of Freeman Guerrilla Warfare. Now, I have actually been testing a couple of things off camera because most of you by now probably are aware that enemy AI vehicles are OP in the sense that their aim is ridiculous. Like, they got aimbot basically whenever you go up against them. And if you go up against, let's say, over 20 vehicles, it doesn't matter how many vehicles you have, you're going to lose more than you're going to kill. Like, it's going to seem completely unfair. For example, if you're up against a bunch of, let's say you're up against like 20 mortar cars, and you drop in tanks, which are, and SG-80s, which are effective against other enemy vehicles, right? You're going to lose more than you would like in terms of tanks and vehicles. And this is something that I experimented with off camera, and you can easily see that, especially on higher difficulties. And I can't speak for anything below very hard because I don't play those difficulties, but I can imagine that it's unbalanced in the favor of enemy AI. And what makes this worse is the fact that the automatic combat feature was removed in patch 0.222. So there's not really any way of making your vehicles constantly move around in the battlefield. Like, you kind of have to have them in a stationary position, especially once you have, like, you know, a whole gigantic armada of them. Like, there's no freaking way you can micromanage 20 tanks all at once in perfect unison. And even if you somehow could, your tanks aren't going to hit shit, whereas the enemy's vehicles are going to land ridiculous shots to the point where it's just not worth putting it out, right? I hate to say this, guys, but the anti-tank initiative seems to have been a failure. These guys can only absorb so much damage before they get taken out completely. So, and there's not an official anti-tank unit out there in the game. So what we've essentially had to do is, and this is for the future, we've had to start equipping the max armor on our Posnas so that they don't get taken out by one mortar shot immediately. And the thing is, we won't even be using them for vehicle battles. We're just using them so they can survive. Now, with all that said, given it's an expensive solution, I do have one practical answer on how you, as a player, if you're running into the same problem that I am, can deal with this strategy of just overpowered enemy AI vehicles. So what you want to do, and this works for both early and late game, better you execute this in the early game rather than late. But yeah, this strategy is going to be very simple. You're going to not take any fights with vehicle squads that are like for example, you see that 189 vehicle squad? Like, I can't, like, I'll zoom further in. 189 sieging Chernivka. You are not going to fight that. Instead, what you're going to do is, we need to cut off, or you, and if you're playing, you need to cut off the source of income from the enemies. So let's take a look right now how much the ARF are making. They're making 5,250. That is nothing. That is basically one city and a camp, which is right there, right? That's fine. Uman, making nothing. FCA, pathetic, nothing, right? And the way we cut this off, and you look at Pozna, right? 12,000. Now, what you have to cut it off, like I said. And to cut it off, you take their cities, all of them, and then after you take their cities, you leave a small or no garrison in so that these massive stacks of 180 or 100 plus are tempted to attack it. Once they attack that city, you let them take it, because once they take it, that massive party will completely disappear from the game. Either they disband and use some of their units to garrison the city, which is the ideal situation because you can't garrison vehicles into the city, right? They do that and then they disappear, right? That's the ideal situation. And if they don't garrison, it's fine. You can go take it back. The process is, you let them take it, you take it back. You let them take it, you take it back. And as you're doing this, you're whittling away these massive fucking stacks of troops that you just cannot deal with in open field combat, right? And eventually, they're going to get to a point where they don't have enough vehicles and you can run them over. Now, this is basically a war of attrition. Long term, like, just completely sit back, let them take it, and it's going to take a long time because you don't know what preempts this AI to attack your city, right? Even if you left the garrison empty, which I can't right now because hallelujah, guys, I'm already pretty much at max party. Since there's no way to directly deal with them, you got to indirectly deal with them. Now, with that said, guys, we're about to annihilate the FCA. So once we take these guys out, FCA ceases to exist. I think I can finish this campaign before the 1.0 update drops, where everything will be more balanced, hopefully. Well, not even hopefully, I know it will be more balanced. Just looking at these dev blogs, it's amazing. Alright, so let's get rolling. Okay, so you're all coming from this way. We should be able to fuck these guys up. Especially since my guys now, well, Posnas mainly have good assault armor. Yeah, see this? Okay. We do have to be somewhat careful. They could still tap me out. Granted, most of their army is mercenary soldiers that they hired, because they cannot recruit anymore. That's right, you and your pistol-wielding assholes can be defeated. Who's next? Okay. Oh my god. Single fire. Okay, he's finally dead. Okay, you're dead too. You're dead too? Holy shit, that was a small leg. Ooh! Later armor vehicle. Yeah, so these fights where their vehicles are less than like double digits, mainly 15 or 20, you can afford to take them, especially if they're lower tiered vehicles. Like if this were, you know, 7 SG80s, I would be a little bit more hesitant to send my troops out. And the thing is, I don't really want to send out vehicles either, because one, it'll lag the game. Well, that's not even the biggest issue, but mainly because they're not going to be able to hit the other vehicle as well as, you know, the enemy's vehicles. So really, in most situations, you want to be sending out troops that have high-powered weapons, like machine guns, sniper rifles, to deal with assault cars, mortar cars, and even armored vehicles if there's a less amount of them. Like anything under double digits, you can safely send out troops instead of deal with them. The classic way, essentially. Oh my god. We got hit through a tree, too. Damn. There's times like these that I wish I had a sniper rifle, guy. Times like these. That's right. Lie on the ground, lie on the ground. Damn. Just can't hit it from that far, can I? It's fine. What the fuck is this guy? Oh. Now you're dead. Okay. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, well, that was gonna happen, right? Because you can't see him even with night vision. Yeah, okay. 3 injuries, that's fine. I'll take them. Okay. Ooh, we want this. We definitely want these. 2 green vests. Oh. And look at that, boys. FCA has been destroyed. Oh. This is garrisoned nicely. And the thing is, I prefer it like that because I do not want to have every city being under attack at once. I just prefer all the AI to focus on maybe like 2 cities so I know which troops I can sacrifice. And this is where the prisoners come in handy. Because ideally the situation, had I known this was going to be the only strategy that I could utilize to win this campaign, ideally what I would have done is I wouldn't have even recruited this many vehicles. I'd probably have like, what, 7 tanks and 2 SG80s, 3 mortar cars, and that's be done with that. Instead, what I would have done is I would have gotten more of these elite Posna troops, like super elite, you know, decked out like with my armor, then recruited a bunch of these prisoners in and then send them all into the cities to die. Because think about it like this: if the enemy AI is going to attack a stack of 40 city, and they will attack a 40 garrison city because they've done that to Chernivka with 124, right? If they do attack it and the useless bandits or prisoners are able to take out even 2 tanks, that's a big win. We do have to buy food though, so we're going to do that really quickly. Alright, this should be enough to last us. Oh, it's not even that enough. Yikes. Do we have any more? Okay, you know what? Let's just buy a bunch of food. Yeah. And we're going to hit the Taeyon base to collect more money. Oh, look at this. Taeyon base is under siege by 84 men. You know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to let them take it. Because, oh, this is... I wish I had gotten there to take the money, but you know what? This is perfect. This is going to be a perfect example. And you guys are going to see exactly what I mean by how this strategy is going to work. So look carefully, guys. They have 84, right? This is probably from Poznan, because you know why? Nobody else can field anything this massive. Chernivkans are too preoccupied. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the ARF, but I have a huge suspicion it's not. Now, regardless, if it is the... Did they survive it? What the fuck? Okay, well, it doesn't matter, because the fact that they survived it means one thing, guys. That stack of 189, you see that? It's gone. So no matter what happens, you're dealing with these massive chunks instantaneously, right? Look at the Poznans. They're down, I think. See? This party of 86. We don't deal with this. 30 mortars is a big no-no. You will get absolutely demolished. But you know what we can do? We can go buy some med kits and then attack one of these cities afterwards. Oh, hell no. I'm not gonna... No. 180... Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, this is probably... Oh my god. Did they just back off from the siege? Alright, well, they must have. Looks like that may have been a bug, guys. I honestly thought they disappeared, but... Yeah. Now, obviously, I have not, like, seen them take one of my cities yet. Tayum base is going to be the first one that they do. And we will know the official viability of this strategy the moment they take it and the moment they disappear. Alright, you're going to get this armor. Oof, that's making you look good. Okay, 20 armor is a big difference. They're not going to be as well camouflaged. Hell, they might even be slower. But you know what the most important thing is? They're going to survive. And if they can kill the enemy faster, who the fuck cares if they're slower? Right? Enemy's dying regardless, and they can survive longer. That's the big deal. Let's take out this, because I think we're close to a level up, and I want to... Well, I'm not close, but we can be close. Regardless, I want to be able to be leveled up by the time we take the next city. So we're in daytime. This is really good for us. And sorry for all this talking if it's too much, but it's just, yeah, I have been hard at work thinking of an appropriate strategy. And this one's not even foolproof yet, guys. I don't even know if this is going to necessarily work to perfection. Like, there's still some problems, like that army of 249 we just saw. How are we going to deal with them? We might have to lose a battle for the first time. And we know what that means, right? You have to stock up everything in your inventory into a city so that you don't lose much. Or you lose as little as possible. Because if you lose, enemy gets to loot your ass. Right? These are all problems that, you know, you really don't want to deal with, but we're going to be forced to this patch. Now, the one good thing I can say about all this turmoil is that it's adding an interesting challenge, making you think outside the box. And granted, the game is still fun, even though it is really busted. But yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the probably 3 medkits. Yeah, pop 3 medkits. So you see how elite our guys are right now. Oh, they're getting wrecked. You know what? I don't even need to do much. Just let my guys do most of the work. And, oh, looks like they're the only ones in fighting right now. Alright. But yeah, they're fucking dead. Like, they all died on that hill. Alpha Squad just annihilated them along with the other Poznans. Okay, he's dead. There's only a cadet, though. But I'll take any bit of XP I can get. Is he still moving? No, he's dead. These guys are eventually going to be heavily armored, green-suited juggernauts with a rifle. Like, this is literally the pinnacle of min-maxing, guys. Min-maxing and actual guerrilla warfare is going to win us this campaign. Oh, they're all dead. We got 2 kills from that. Oh, that's sad. Now that these guys are stronger in terms of armor, I'm considering substituting 2 of these guys out for combat medics. They were very effective with our grenade squads, and I see no reason, well, at least one, right? I see no reason for them to not be effective again. Granted, you do lose some firepower, but these guys are already killing machines, and if you have 2 of them, the loss of 2 Poznans is negligible. Last thing I want to do is I want to get a medkit from Zinkov or Ivka, and then I'm going to take out Minov. I have not taken out the Rebellion front yet because I want to see if they can draw... Shit. Wrong place. Like I was saying, I want to see if they can draw multiple units. Like, or a massive stack. Now, you see this right here, guys? 37 of these clowns. This is a risk. 2 ALTV tanks. We might actually take it, though. Actually, it's only 37. You know what? We'll take them on. Just let me get my... I need my health packs to deal with them. Alright. So, in these situations where there's 2 tanks... You're going to have to answer with 4. You know why? Because you can't trust your own tanks against them. Or at the very least 3. Armored cars, send out SG-80s as well, right? That's already... Now the rest you're going to want to send out is basically the remainder of your human troops. And these guys are going to take a beating. Make no mistake, there will be injuries, and we might not even be able to attack if we don't execute this properly. Some of you might be saying, how? How? You outnumber them so much. We do, but it's just not balanced right now in terms of how aim is calculated for the enemy AI. Oh, we see him already. We're fortunate. Let's go. That's their SG-80, and oh, it's their ALTV, and look at that, guys. We blew him up. Oh my god, now that is overkill. But I will take it. Okay, their spec ops are dead. Yeah, don't even think about it, buddy. I know, I can hear and see you. Bullshit AI aim ain't gonna get me today. Switch to this. Did that not hit? Okay, well, it might. I think it missed just by a margin, but whatever. We dealt with it. I think all the vehicles might be dealt with at this point. It's really hard to tell. Okay, right now, advance the units further up. Yep, they're over there. I can hear that shot. Oh, shit. You see, this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. Enemy got him. And in order for a recruit to have gotten him, it means he must have gotten shot so many times as a vehicle that he just couldn't, you know, absorb any more hits. How is that not hitting? Come on, guys. Okay. Thank God these weapons don't do as much damage. Okay. Okay. That's a win, but we still lost the tank, right? That's a problem, right? We have to replenish it. That's why you take their shit and you sell that off because you need it. All right. I do need one more SG-80 though. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna leave the episode off here. Yeah, I think this is a good point to stop. And we'll find an SG-80 for the next one. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.